Hello, I'm Leanne. I'm a light worker and mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and an Akashic Records reader and healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned, what I'm going to learn, and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to the Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a great week. I am really excited about today's podcast. I wasn't too sure what to do this podcast about until very recently. I'm going to talk about the community, our community with each other, the spiritual community, and the community that we have with each other. I'm thinking like sister circles, the women in the community, but this can be very applied to men as well. It's just obviously being a woman, that's more of what I know personally. But first, we are pulling a card, and I pulled from Colette Baron Reid's The Good Tarot. I pulled 3 of Water, and from the book, the 3 of Water represents celebration, enjoying community, sharing, ambiance, team spirit, common goals, and friendship. Joy and excitement flow among all those gathered. I embrace being a part of something larger than myself. It's a time to delight in the camaraderie as I experience the greater whole that is a community or team. We buoy each other and play together as we co-create. We are friends, family, and companions, sharing our experiences. It is a time to remember we must accept each other as we are, with both shadows and light within. And that is the card pull for today. I think that really works well with the community aspect of what I was going for today's episode. And one of the things that, as a woman, it can be hard to make true friends because we can be threatened by other people, we can be triggered by other people, and finding your group that you feel safe in and you feel completely able to be yourself can be hard because we traditionally were pegged against each other, and a lot of those sister wounds, those witch wounds, have stuck in our soul and they haven't been processed and healed yet. So it is important to really put the effort and work on moving past the uncomfortableness so that we can walk through these wounds. And this is something where, yes, energetic healings, past life healings, cord cuttings do definitely help. But above and beyond that, we need to consciously move through life with the knowledge that we have to change the way that we work and the way that we think and the way that we act in order to not only change our lives, but the lives of our kids, because they're seeing us, we're modeling it for them. So we need to, even if we're not fully healed, we act in a way that we want to act when we are healed so that they can see us. And through the act of acting like we're healed, it helps in the process of healing. It helps manifest that healing. So we're being who we want to be now instead of waiting to be that later. Does that kind of make sense? So even though we're not fully healed, when you see somebody that maybe you're jealous of, you recognize, oh, I'm jealous because I want that part of their life, whatever the part that you're jealous of, in your life. So it's mirrored. You're seeing what you want. So recognize that, and then see that when someone else has what we want, that is proof that we can get it. that it's obtainable to all of us. So use it as a guiding star to help us move into what we want instead of trying to tear the other person down. So even if we're not actually saying these things, thinking these things, energetically, it will drag them down. Or they'll weigh heavy on them. And we don't want to do that. We want to lift each other. We don't want to make things harder for other people. We want to make things easy on each other, because when we are all woven together and lifting each other up, we can accomplish so much more. And one of the best ways that I feel helps work through these sister wounds and is to build the community, is to put yourself out there and with the intention of finding people who will help support your soul, help support you, help support your growth. And you put that out there, not just mentally, you say to your friends, your family, that you want to build this community, that you want to find your community. That puts it in motion, and things will start to move. Things will start to move for you. And you'll notice people coming into your life, and maybe before you would have said, nope, I don't want to put myself out there. Take that initial thought and change it to, yes, I want to have that community, so I'm going to act upon this, because somebody who already has this community isn't afraid to reach out to more people because they're something they've done before. So acting on it and saying yes to the invitations, saying yes to the coffee dates, saying yes to the moon circles, that will help build this community. And then we can work on supporting each other. We can work with each other. We can learn new ideas, expand ourselves. Even if you are, let's say, spiritually evolved in quotation marks, we don't see parts of ourselves. And other people can see different views, get different ideas, and just being around them and hearing their thoughts and their views will spark ideas in you, or they might have an idea that gets sparked and then they tell you about it, and it's such a great way to expand and grow. And it makes all of us better when we work together instead of working by ourselves. Just all part of us. I really think that the human nature is to work together. And that's how we were designed. And that's how we live to our fullest, is with each other in community. And having the opportunity to make your own community, when you curate the individuals that are aligned to your soul, then it will make your growth exponential. It'll make what is possible exponential. And when you're down, these other people can help lift you up, and vice versa. It helps all of our vibrations raise, and all of us become more connected to Source, which for me, is the real goal, is being able to be connected and to help other people. That's my goal, personally. So I think no matter what work or what your goals are, aligning yourself to people who have the same goals is very powerful. So reach out and walk through that fear. For me, it was fear that stopped me. So that is what I have to say about that. Okay, I'm going to go into the Akashic Records and see if they have anything to say about community, working together. Okay, so I see the earth and I see a grid. I see, feels like sacred geometry, and it feels like it's like being placed on the earth. It's like, kind of reminds me of ley lines. It's saying that like, we are the energy grid. We connect to each other, and the more connections you have, the more powerful the grid is. And yeah, the more we can accomplish when you have more souls connected together. And it feels like the breaking of the bonds between the grids so that we're all separate, that is something low vibrational energy wants us to do so that we aren't as powerful. So really focusing on the bonds and the connections with each other, strengthening those bonds, it strengthens the grid and it makes the earth more powerful. And it feels like it's really connected to the earth. So we are doing this for the earth and ourselves. We're not doing it for ourselves. It feels like our energy, when we raise our vibration, it raises the earth's vibration. We are one, feels like we're one and the same. We're very connected. It's like, it reminds me of like a symbiotic relationship, like two beings, two animals working together. Maybe like the bacteria in your gut, it's symbiotic. It's digesting your food, so it can work well with your body. So it feels like we're the bacteria. We're working, we're getting things ready so that the earth, our bodies can expand. It can grow. And we are working for the earth to do this. And it's, the relationship is when the earth expands and grows, it brings us with it. We're along for the ride. And that's the ultimate goal for, at this moment, that's what I'm seeing is the goal that the earth has for us. And what we are doing at the moment to help the earth. So raising our vibration, it's more than just us. It's more than just each other. It's the whole earth. We're doing it for the earth. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Okay, the other thing that I got was for example, if one of us is shining brightly, uses our light, the ripple effect out, because we affect other people and we can raise other people's vibration by just raising our own. When we come together as a group, let's say if we have 5 people and we are, I'll rephrase that. So if it's one of us and we ripple out, let's say we help 3 people raise their vibration by raising our vibration. If we go into a group of 10, we aren't just raising 30 more people, we are raising 40 more people plus. So when we group together and we with a common goal, then what we are doing is the light is exponential and we can affect way more people and raise more vibrations when we group together. That kind of feels the same as before. That's just a different way of saying it. Okay, I got an idea, or a thought was placed in my head. It's when we're with our community, it lights us up. It fills our bucket. It puts us in a really good mood. When we are in that vibration, we receive messages, we receive inspiration, we get creative in those situations, and that helps us further along. It jumpstarts us. So it's really important to continue to regularly get in contact with your community so that it keeps the creative juices flowing. And sometimes it's hard to keep those creative flow happening when we are by ourselves. So helping charge each other's batteries, it makes everything so much easier. And if we can make things easier, we should. That when we're in flow with the universe, it is easy. It's supposed to be easy. So making sure that we put ourselves in the situations that it can be easy is important. We need to prioritize that. We've been putting that on the back burner. We need to prioritize our friendships and our community and the things that make us feel good. It's all connected. And when we're with our community, it can empower us to do more of the things that makes us feel good, I find. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, you can email me or message me. My email is spruceenergyhealing@gmail.com. I am on Facebook and I am on Instagram and I am on YouTube, all Spruce Energy Healing. And my website is www.spruceenergyhealing.com. I do soul readings, which are, I use the Akashic Records to look into past lives and this life traumas and see what is still attached to you and what needs to be healed. I cut cords. I do Reiki and energy healings. And that is probably one of my favorite readings to do. For the holiday season coming up until December 21st, I am doing ancestral healings, which help cut cords and heal traumas and help set up protection and boundaries so that when you are at your family gatherings, you don't get as affected by other people's energies and don't get drawn into the patterns of the past. So I'm really excited about this too, because that's something that I've been working on healing myself for quite a while, and it's helped my life a lot having those relationships healed. And I'm also doing some Reiki trainings. Pretty soon, in about a week, I'm going to have my on-demand level 2 Reiki course out. So then I'll have level 1 and level 2 available. And in December and January, I'm going to be doing some live Zoom classes for Reiki as well. And if you have any questions about those or anything else, just send me a message. I would love to hear from you. I hope all of you have a great day and a wonderful week. Goodbye.